Assalamu alaikum. Right now, all of us as human beings are witness to the world's largest humanitarian crisis happening right now and has been happening for a long time in Yemen. 85,000 children have died in Yemen, not just died in Yemen, but died of starvation in Yemen. That's 85,000 mothers who have lost their children to starvation. It's 85,000 fathers who have lost their children to starvation. I mean, think about that for a second. We're thinking about the worst human catastrophe, of millions who are in need of emergency aid and assistance in Yemen. A child is dying every 10 minutes in Yemen because of lack of access to food, to water, to sustain that life. All of us are responsible as human beings, as Muslims. The Prophet of Allah ﷺ prayed for the people of Yemen. Allahumma barik lana fi Shamina wa fi Yemenina. Oh Allah, bless us in our Sham, bless us in our Yemen. The Prophet loved the people of Yemen for the softness of their nature and the softness of their hearts. There is an appeal from one nation, from helping the people of Yemen, and that is simply to raise money. Food packs cost £25, which feed five members of a family for a month. I mean, that's basic things like food and grain and wheat, simple things, but it would feed them, inshallah, for a month. Be of those who are as-sabiqun al-awwalun, who are the first to respond to this. And if £25 is feeding an entire family for a month of 5 people, we can do something, inshallah, to alleviate the suffering of those people. Think about when the people of Mudar came into Medina and the Prophet saw those people, hufatun urat, they were naked, they were disheveled, they were poor people. And the Prophet's face changed. It says, the Prophet's face changed when he saw it because he felt so grieved for those people. And then فَأَمَرَ Bilal, he called Bilal. Bilal came, فَأَدَّنَ, called Adhan. All the people came. And then the Prophet reminded them, that we are from one soul. Allah made you from one soul. That's the beginning point. He reminded them about sadaqah. He says, save yourself from the fire of Jahannam, even with half of a date. And a man came with a dinar, one came with a dirham, another one came with clothing, another one came with a sack. It says in a hadith, a man was pulling a bag. He couldn't even pull it because it was full of things to help the people of Mudar. And then when everything was there, and there's 2 sacks of things, of food and clothing there, it says, فَيَتَهَلَّلْ وَجْهَ النَّبِيِّ ﷺ, the Prophet's face began to gleam and glisten like gold when he saw that was the response of his ummah. Right? Let us all, inshallah, do as much as we can to help the people of Yemen. May Allah alleviate that suffering and just bring an end to this disaster situation facing them, and to people who are trapped in that situation. May Allah make us of those, inshallah, who are of those who spend in charity, in ease and in hardship, and let's please just donate generously to help those simply to have basic food. And people are dying of starvation. Imagine you're a parent losing a child, without access to food and water. I mean, just imagine the pangs of desperation in that. It's beyond description. And we ask Allah make it easy for them. Be of those who act today, inshallah. May Allah bless all of you. This is on behalf of Feed Yemen campaign and together with One Nation. May Allah bless you all. Jazakumullahu khairan.